Good afternoon, guys. Today we are back with solving another problem of the GFGPODD series. So, what today's problem statement is about, we can basically see is that the problem statement is telling the sum of products. So, what basically the sum of products is saying, you will be having a size of an array as 3. You can see there is the array size is 3, and suppose there are elements which is there inside the array 5, 10, and 15. So, our task is to print the sum of the possible pair combination. So, for like the array 5, 10, 15, the pairs can be 5 and 10, 10 and 15, and 5 and 15. So there are three possible pairs, and each pairs we have to calculate the bitwise and operation. So where I is less than j. So 5 has to be less than 10, 5 is again less than 15, and 10 is less than 15. So I is less than j. Okay, I is basically denoting the first element, and j is denoting the second element of the particular order pair. And finally, we have to take the sum of all the three elements. So it is a simple, nothing very hard in this problem. So all we have to do is we have to make a integer bit array. So in the bit array, we can write the size of the bit array as 34. Next, what we can do is we can create a loop for int. The loop will run from the backward direction. So n minus 1, I less than equals 0, so I plus plus, sorry, I minus minus, since the loop is running from the behind. Now we are going to take an inner loop for int j, for int b equals to 31, b then equals to 0, b minus minus. So this is basically the j loop. Now we are going to pass an if condition if the error of I, error of I, what we are going to pass is error of I and 1L long value is less than B. So if it is B equals to 0, then we are going to calculate the answer. So here we have to define an answer, long answer, which basically does the sum of the bitwise operations. Bit of B, 1L. So this is the left shift operator if you don't know the purpose of the left shift operator. Bit B plus plus. So this is the if condition, this is the for loop, the I loop. We have to return the answer, and we have to execute the program. Let's see. Long answer equals to 0. So let's submit our solution. So we have completed 58 days, 22 days of the Geek for Geeks challenge. And what basically we are doing over here, I'm going to explain you line by line. So there's nothing much is over here. So what basically is happening is, first what we are doing is we are taking a static long pair and sum. So basically long pair basically does is basically it calculates and returns a long value of the sum function. It is taking two values as the parameters, the integer n value and a long array which is going to return an array. So basically what we are going to do is next we are going to declare an integer array bit of size 32 which will be used to store the count of the set bits at each position, and the long answer variable is basically the answer value which will hold the final result. Now the loop starts from like reverse order from n minus 1 to 0, and this second loop starts from each 32 each bit position from 31 to 0. So from 31st bit to 0th bit in long integer format. Next, if condition checks if the bit at position B in the ith element of that particular element array ARR is set. So basically, it is calculating the bitwise AND operation between error of I and 1L left shifted by B is not equals to 0. So we are basically checking whether its left shift is not equal to 0. Okay. Lastly, what we are going to do is, if this set is complete, we are going to increase the counter of the answer by counting all set bits at position B and storing them in bit B. Lastly, we are going to multiply by 1 less than B, which represents the decimal value of the bit position. And the line increments the count of set bits at position. Increments the count of set bits at the position B. So that was all about today's problem statement. I hope you guys liked it. Go and check out more amazing videos on dynamic programming binary search I have uploaded in my channel, and keep supporting and keep doing coding. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.